Hey, let me show you something. Come on. Come on. Here, have a look at this. Right here. All right, welcome back. Episode 111 of Chaotically Intolerant. Make a wish. It's 111, right? That's something like that. Is that what you make a wish on?
Something like
111? I don't know.
why is it 111?
Huh?
Oh, the episode.
Episode
Not
111, not 111, not 111
Yeah, like-
o'clock. We got to talk about your Bucs first.
The Bucs?
They're goated?
They are goated. Baker Mayfield is a true competitor. I think that's what Mike Evans described him as.
You guys got to pay
Easy
Mike
win.
Evans. He's going to leave.
Well, that's freaking the Bucs management fault. Pay the man.
You're
Bring
part of
money out
Bucs
of thin
management.
air.
You're part of Bucs
get
management.
money out of. How am I part of Bucs management? I'm on the Eagles.
You just
this
are.
year.
You're part of the media. You put out different storylines. Let's put out a storyline right now.
Well, I've been liking comments of people saying just pay the man and stuff. That's my contribution.
Are you saying that the Bucs need to sell the team?
The
Bucs ownership needs to sell the team?
I don't even really know who the Bucs owners are or how much they care. So
what the hell's his name?
I think
he's a Saudi guy.
I think they own Manchester City or something as well, like a big European soccer team. So it's like,
I'm thinking of the Jags.
Caring?
Joel Glazer. Dude, he is not glazing Mike Evans right now. I think Joel Glazer needs to start glazing on Mike Evans hard
if he doesn't glaze Mike Evans, I will, you know. But yeah, I mean, I was very surprised by the win over the Vikings. So basically, we have the same odds as the Colts of making the playoffs.
Probably better odds. You have a better record right now.
Got that right.
And then
the usual.
Well, at least you have the Bucs because the Eagles are kind of mid right now. They're kind of mid. Let's be honest. They're kind of.
I don't know. Like they're not putting up the same. Like I don't know.
Believe it or not, Leighton, not every one of your teams get to be historically good.
Well, they were historically good last season with. If it was, 4th and 1, 4th and 2, they got it every time. So much so that they had to make a new rule.
They didn't make a new rule. They still have. They're still. Jerry Jones wanted to do that. He wanted to outlaw it.
Gotcha.
But he didn't. Yeah.
They just mad that Jalen Hurts over there with that 1,000-pound squat, and he just pushes that entire line.
He did. They do a good job with the tush push. They really push his tush a lot.
They should do that every play of the game and just.
Why don't they? They get like 3 to 4 yards of play on it.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing, if I had a Philadelphia running back, I'd be pissed on my fantasy team. Luckily, I didn't because I was smart.
I'm sorry. I have a Eagles running back that I picked up because someone dropped in our league, DeAndre Swift. Ever heard of him? Yeah.
I would still be pissed because
I put him at my flex this week.
I don't care. I would still be pissed because he gets so many more touchdowns. He gets so many more points if they just didn't do the tush push.
I suppose.
They should do the tush push with the running backs.
I guess, but I also have Jalen Hurts starting, so it doesn't even matter.
Well, that's a good duo to have then, because Swift is a fucking monster. DeAndre
Yeah,
Swift is a
freaking
monster.
AJ Brown is the one who's underperforming.
Whoa,
Oh well.
he's crying like a little baby back bitch to Jalen Hurts. Seriously, the dude is he just went to the Super Bowl last year. Yeah, I know. I saw. How many did Hurts have? Like 30 something? Oh, he had a good night.
Yeah, I had freaking Kirk Cousins on my bench though, who dropped 60 points.
Yeah.
But I mean, who would have saw that though?
I love Kirko. He's one of the most likable guys in the NFL, I think,
Yeah,
to be
because of
honest.
his Netflix debut.
Yeah, when he goes to Netflix, they just reveal that he just goes to Costco all the time. I'm like, oh, that's me. That's very relatable. That's my guy. Kirk had a great game, but we'll be honest, the great quarterbacks win those games. Like they do.
So
Who gives a fuck about your stats?
that's why
Seriously,
Jalen Hurts won.
the great quarterbacks do win those games. Like Jalen Hurts won. He's a great quarterback in the league right now.
Finally, someone says it.
Kirk is 12-20 career in primetime games in his career. That's not good.
Gotcha.
That's really not good. And I love Kirk Cousins. Awesome dude. That is horrendous.
Mm-hmm. Oh well. Yeah, they've got an 0-2 start. Both my teams beat them back to back for Kirk.
That's true. Double ram. They got double teamed by Leighton. Imagine losing to the Bucs and you know it's Leighton's team, and then
Do
you're
they
like,
play
"Oh,
the
we gotta go
Ravens
wait
next
for
week?
next week." Actually, I wonder who. Oh no, I think they're playing. They're not
Ravens or
playing the
Jets?
Cardinals. Are the Jets your team now too?
I want them to do well, just because I think there's a lot of young talent there, and then I thought Aaron Rodgers would have been, the final.
That I don't root for guys to get hurt. I'd never do that. But that was
Mm-hmm.
the funniest thing ever. Literally
Yeah,
ever. That made
it
me
was a
laugh.
gross injury though. Ugh.
Yeah.
It wasn't
Well,
like
I've
the
seen
worst
worse.
at all. Yeah, it wasn't the worst at all, but just like imagine just someone jumping on your back and your foot just stays completely planted during. Ugh.
Do you remember the Kevin Durant? Do you ever remember seeing that video?
I know I had seen it, but I don't remember exactly what it looked like again. But yeah, that
Because
stuff.
Kevin Durant weighs like he's like 6'5", 190 pounds. He's literally nothing. His legs look like just sticks. Like he just has sticks as legs, and he tore his Achilles. And he has no fat, no muscle, or he has like no fat on his legs. All you can see is the calf. So when he did it, you just see it reverberate while he's like making a move, and it's like, fuck, dude, that is disgusting. Oh my god.
There was like a soccer player who got slide tackled from the side, and his whole leg went sideways, and like I don't remember exactly if it was like a broken leg or just completely dislocated, but then he was holding his knee up and the leg was just like completely limp and like separated from. It was so gross.
Dude, I remember. All right, so there was a college basketball game. A lot of people listening to this will know what I'm talking about. It was a Louisville game in the NCAA tournament. Kevin Ware, I remember he goes up. I think he was blocking a shot. He goes up and he snapped his leg below the knee, and it was sticking out of his skin. You could see the bone.
What the?
I knew a guy who was courtside for that game too. He was sitting on the court, and he was
That
like,
is
"Yeah, it was the
disgusting.
most disgusting thing I've ever seen. Like, it was like the most shocking thing you could ever watch." I remember, I'll never forget them putting a towel over it, and you can still see the bone sticking up in the
Ugh.
towel. And then Dak Prescott's injury too. I remember when he broke his ankle, he was like holding his leg, and it was limp below like a certain point because like his
Gross.
bone snapped, and like you could probably just like jiggle it. Ugh.
I heard this like guy on Instagram or something where if you just like worked the muscles in your ankle and got to the point where you could like be upside down on a pull-up bar being held by your ankles, like the amount of injuries from like rolling an ankle or spraining it, breaking it would be so greatly reduced because your ankle would be strong enough to hold your body weight.
Yeah, I mean, they really have to work on that. I think it's a clear thing because the ankle injuries are such a common thing in the NFL. I mean, it's hard to avoid even if they're strong,
Yeah.
just because of the nature of football. But I feel
Mhm.
like you could definitely avoid a lot more. I think these guys are pretty damn strong in that department, but maybe focus a little bit more on that. I think that would help with agility too. Like it obviously would.
Yeah. I feel like I would want to as a player, like strengthen
Yeah.
my ankle like that.
Just show up to the gym for ankle day.
You just have to
Hey, you
do the
want to
same
squat? No,
two
I got to do ankles.
exercises.
Imagine that's like your longest day. You're there for like 4 hours.
Just doing
Just
heel
working out your
raises.
ankle. You have like a wheelchair just ready to go.
You get carted out of the gym.
It's like that's what you pay your membership for. They're like, all right, Alex, you ready? And I'm like, all right, let's go. I forgot. So in the off season in the NFL, I kind of forgot how hard it is to sit on the couch for like 12 hours and not do anything else except watch football. It's almost harder than playing the sport. I think it's tougher on your body than playing actual football.
Yeah, those players have it easy.
They really
I'm
do.
stuck inside having to watch.
And they make $1 million, a game, something like that. Like, why am I not getting that just for watching? I got to pay to watch football.
Yeah.
But it feels like a hangover the next day. Like I woke up on Monday morning. I was like, oh my God. It's like, what happened last night? And I was like, I did drink because the Colts just made me disgusted like they always do. But I didn't drink that much. So it was a shock. I think next year I'm going to train in the off season, I'm going to take like 2 Sundays out of every month and just sit on the couch all day and just practice. I'll have old football games on. Got to get as many TVs as possible. I'll put them
Or
all
just
around the
play
living room.
Madden or something. Like,
no, Madden's different. You're actually playing the game. No, you just got to watch the game.
I guess just play the AI and have it on easy mode and just score touchdown after touchdown.
I got to get an Xbox. Somebody stole my Xbox. Stole is actually a difficult word. I lent it.
Bruh.
I lent it to somebody, and I was like, "Hey, can I get it back?" And they were like, "Yeah, whatever. Like, you can come pick it up, or I'll come drop it off." And I have not tried to claim it yet. It's been like 2 years. I think it's just their Xbox now.
And yeah,
I don't really care. I don't play Xbox that much, but still.
And that someone is Angel.
It's not him. It's not. Yeah, that's why he hasn't come on.
But, dang, bro.
All right. Well, aliens. What's going on with that? I mean, that was paper mache.
Yeah. So where? Okay, so I've seen the images.
First off, it was in Mexico. The Mexican government. They are well known for not being trustworthy.
Okay, I didn't know that.
They're like run by the cartel. The cartel is like the bigger government in Mexico.
Gustavo Frank.
Yeah. Walter White. Like Walter White is actually the president of the Mexican government. But they put out these aliens. I mean, it was the worst excuse for an alien ever. First off, when you discover something, you dust it off.
So it's just like, hey, I'm gonna look up the images because I've seen them a little bit. But like, what were they claiming? Do you know that they just like came across it?
They said they discovered them a while ago. They said they're like 10,000 years old or something. Let me here. I'll share a picture. Yeah. This guy is not a real alien. I think we can confirm that. I mean, Jesus, look, they didn't even dust him off.
I feel like it's so weird to me how like all the aliens that are discovered look the way a stereotypical alien would look, like from a comic book. Because that makes me think that's not what an actual alien would look like.
Yeah, I mean the reason the aliens look like that is they're bipedal creatures. They look kind of like us. Like that's why we design them. They just look a little weird.
Mm-hmm.
So like this is just that. I mean, it looks like the alien from Men in Black.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is so weird.
Well,
Somebody
I can
get that
find the
guy a
little guy.
sandwich.
This guy looks exactly like him.
Mm-hmm. Me when they run out of Zaza at the function.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Mexico all time untrustworthy government. I think.
I don't know, man.
Just when I saw them wheel it out, I was like, this guy is not real.
All
Apparently,
time
there's
most
they
untrustworthy government is Mexico.
a court with aliens. Yeah.
Okay.
Apparently, like 10,000 years ago, they used to sacrifice children to the gods, and they would mummify them. So they're saying that this is just, you know, that's what it is. They just discovered a mummified child, broke off a couple fingers. You know, just weird. It's weird.
Ugh. Whose
Yeah.
kid looks like that? Ugh. That's,
Sometimes, well,
that body is so skinny.
I feel like it just looks edited. It looks a little. This I just can't believe that that's what an alien would look like. It looks
Mm.
almost like a human, just smaller neck, just a small little being, or just
Mm-hmm.
some kid's paper mache product. They were like, okay, kids, everyone make what you think an alien looks like, and we're gonna turn it over to the government. And one kid just made a really good at looking alien. Government was like, all right, we'll use that.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like even if they show us the real aliens, we're not gonna believe in them. We won't because we can't trust any government. I don't think we can trust any of our government.
I did see someone comment like, if the government tells me aliens are real, I'm gonna believe they're not real because I don't believe the government.
It's gonna be propaganda from fucking Fox News or CNN.
Mm.
That's what it is.
Yeah, it's just
People are already
it's
saying that this is a distraction from something else. I was like, what are we distracting? What are you guys
yeah. We gotta
distracting us
figure it
from
out.
now?
We gotta figure it out. Hmm.
Well, they're distracting from the fact that Baker Mayfield might be an elite quarterback.
I agree.
That's what they're not talking about that. They're talking about the
They're
aliens. They're not talking
they're
about Baker
trying to get
Mayfield
us
being elite.
to stop observing the Buccaneers Super Bowl run this year.
Yeah, that's what they're trying to do. The aliens are the reason that the Bucs won't get the love that they deserve.
Mm-hmm.
I think
I
the Bucs. Who do the
agree.
Bucs play this week?
Oh, the Bears. It's actually a possible win again.
Biggest game in Bears franchise history, I've heard. Because they lost to the Packers. I mean, you got this was the year the Bears were supposed to be good, which is
Mm,
crazy to me because they were the worst team in the league last year. I
literally.
feel like if they win like 6 games, that's a good year for them.
Oh boy. So they're gonna beat the Bears this weekend, but then they play the Eagles next weekend.
The Bucs do?
Yes.
Is it in Tampa? Oh, it's
It
on Monday
is
Night
it,
Football.
it is in Tampa.
That's the Leighton
Ugh.
Bowl.
Oh my goodness. Both my teams are gonna be 2-0 and someone's gonna get their streak broken. I think
It's
it's
the
Bucks
Verheul
time to
Bowl.
shine. Bucks time to shine. I think I'm gonna root for the Bucks in that game.
Really?
Eagles are going to the playoffs anyway. It doesn't matter what their
Oh,
record is.
yeah. Week
Bucks need
week
as many
three
early wins as possible.
week three is a massive week for us. Might be the biggest week of the season because you have Eagles and Bucks. You know who else you have? Colts
Who?
and Ravens.
Easy win, Ravens.
This is just the Leighton week, the Leighton Bowl. Not easy win, Ravens. Shut your fucking mouth, you pervert. You goddamn pervert. I don't want to hear anything.
Who did the Chiefs lose to this week? Oh, the Jaguars. Easy win.
They play the Jags. They're going to beat the Jags. Actually, I think they're going to beat the shit out of the Jags. I think this is going to be like a... They lost to the Colts last year. And then they went on a run. Then they were like, okay, we fucked up. We got to go win now.
Yeah, but now the Jaguars are good.
The Jaguars are mid. They're mid.
They literally beat the Colts last weekend.
The Colts are a worse than mid team.
Making last year's irrelevant.
Making last year's Colts irrelevant?
Yeah, last year's Colts-Jaguars game is now irrelevant because they rewrote that wrong last week.
You know, I might break my strike. I might cross the picket line on Colts and Jags in Jacksonville because somebody mentioned to me, they were like, "Hey, are you going to go to the Colts-Jags game this year?" I was like, "No." I was like, "I'm not giving them my money because I'm on strike. I won't do it." And then they were like, "Well, what if you had tickets?" And I was like, "Oh." And I was like, "Wait." Hold on a second.
Neurons firing.
The alarm just went off in my head. Everyone was like, "Wait, hold on." May break the strike. I may break it. I'm not sure. I might have to cross the picket line. I'd be doing more than what the actors are doing now. They won't cross the picket line.
Dang, bro.
But yeah, so yeah. I might break that picket. It's in October, so that's actually not a bad time to go.
Mm-hmm. And we've got the undefeated Jaguars versus the yet to win Chiefs.
Well, the Colts play the Texans
returning Super Bowl champions. So I want the Jaguars
the Texans
to
this
win.
week. I think the Colts play the Bucs this year too, but it's in Indy.
Easy win.
Let's see. I don't think we play the Eagles. We don't play the Eagles again this year because we played them last year and we almost beat them. We were so close.
If the Bucs lose tomorrow, I'm literally not watching football for the rest of the year.
What about the Eagles?
I guess I'll watch them still. Like, the Bucs just have to beat the Bears. Like, because I do think they might still be able to win the South and get the wild card game. Or just, when they're either going to get the wild card or just win the South. But they've got to get these early wins, though.
They will, to get to the playoffs, they're going to have to win that division.
Yeah, that's true.
I'll be real with you.
We'll beat the Bears, lose to the Eagles, and then we'll beat the Saints, Lions, Falcons. And then we'll be 5-1.
Yeah, if the Bucs are 5-1, like, I might just go kill myself. Like, how is that possible?
We're gonna beat the Eagles anyway.
Bucs play the Colts in November 11/26. I think that's Thanksgiving weekend.
Let's go.
In Indy though, which is a problem.
Easy dub?
No, not an easy dub at all. Anthony Richardson is going to run over every single Buccaneers player.
Seize the day.
And they're all gonna die. Like they're all just gonna be dead on the field. Because Anthony Richardson is such a strong man. All of the Bucs defense.
That Baker Mayfield is just gonna snap the ball, run 100 yards for a touchdown every single play.
You know, if he keeps lowering his shoulder into the defensive players, his throwing shoulder, I might have you. He's not going to be able to play. He's purposely putting his throwing arm in harm's way.
Nah.
He's not going to survive.
He's built different. Let him bake.
But you know what? I'll let him bake. I'll let him bake because he's not going to survive.
What kind of first name is Baker?
A guy who bakes. It sounds like some southern, like, waspy name. I feel like his family is very waspy.
His family is wasps.
Yeah, they're a family of wasps. No, you know what a wasp is?
I do know
Not the
what a
bug.
wasp is.
Not
No,
not the
then
bug.
I don't know what a wasp is.
Hold on.
Waspy.
What's the
Characteristic of
specific
or relating
definition?
to upper or middle class American white Protestants.
White Protestant Americans,
White
white
Anglo-Saxon
Anglo-Saxon Protestants.
Protestant.
They're just like rich white people that just do weird what they name their kids like Braden, and that their kids are
Yeah.
like, oh, my dad's a lawyer. That
Paxton,
very
Saxton, and Waxton.
and
He's
Baker.
Braden, Baker.
And they all have like weird spellings of their name too, because their parents wanted to be. They thought it would be cute as a baby, and now that baby has to grow up being named like Braden with like an instead of a Y.
Brandy Lynn. You have two names for a first name.
I'm so glad my parents gave me the name Alex. Like it's just I can grow up and be Alex for the rest of my life.
Mm. Even Leighton is like an unheard of one, and I would say like as a kid I was like, why is my name Leighton? But now it's like I'm just Leighton. Like it's a
Well,
pretty
at least it's not Leighton,
yeah
because
for
that
real,
would be
bro.
horrendous.
That
You
would
have
be
like
horrendous.
you have the normal spelling of it. Except for
Yeah, I
maybe the
suppose.
L. You
Well,
have
I
the extra
think
L.
yeah, I think with my name it's like it's not a kid's name or an adult's name. Like I feel like it goes all right with whatever age I'll
Yeah.
be. I would think it's more adult like than a kid's name, but now
Like I
an
feel like any
adult.
kid named Braxton, he's like an ankle biter. He definitely had a biting problem as a toddler. He would always bite
Oh,
people.
that's just Grandpa Braxton. Like, bruh.
That what are you talking about, Grandpa? He's a 10-year-old boy.
Uncle Braxton.
No, he just never grew up.
Yeah, but when he grows up, he's just gonna have this like infant name.
Well, yeah, that's the problem. Whenever I hear a Braxton, I'm like, oh, he's a 10, or they just go by their middle name because the middle name is always normal. It's like David or something. It's usually like from the Bible, which is like David.
Hmm.
I don't know. David was the only name that
Solomon.
came to mind from the Bible.
Abraham.
Moses. What if somebody had the middle name Moses?
Moses is a weird name to me.
Let's try and craft like the worst name just like for an adult possible. I feel like Braxton Moses.
Constantinopolis.
Like, let's be honest too. Trump's last name, Trump, it's it's not a good last name to me. Like it's a very bizarre last name. Like if it wasn't Donald Trump, you'd be like, who names their kid Trump? But
I
because it's Trump,
okay.
it fits him so
I
well.
can agree that if it's like this beta person, having the last name Trump is really weird. But because Trump is like so,
He's his character. He like plays into the
he
Trump name
literally he
so well.
trumps all else. The word Trump describes Donald Trump.
It does. Like it's like the most I feel like it's the most ridiculous last name of all time, but it works for him. Just for him because I think his figure it works. I think his personality because he's just so like over the top and like if you think about the last name Trump, that's who it would be. And if it was any other human being, be like, dude, you're trying too
Yeah,
hard.
like imagine Pete Davidson's last name. It's Pete Trump.
Pete Trump.
Like, and then he's just this soy boy, dude.
Like
I
Barron
don't.
works too. Barron works perfectly for the
Mm-hmm,
name. Barron Trump. It works perfectly.
mm-hmm,
But like if you have a normal I feel like if you have like Donald's a normal name though. Donald Trump, that works.
mm-hmm.
Melania, I don't think it worked at all. I didn't think that worked at all. It makes
I
sense
don't
that
think it
she's like
has to though. She married in, so it's whatever.
that's true. She wasn't born with it. What are the other kids' names?
Ivanka is the daughter.
That
Um,
works. That works.
there's Donald Trump Jr. I think, and then
That's
I
too
think there was
easy. That's
one other one, I can't remember what his name is. I feel
Well,
like it was
Baron.
something basic like John. No, I think there's another Trump family tree. Because I thought there was another son.
Eric.
Yeah, Eric. That's what it was.
He kind of looks weird though, doesn't he? He doesn't. I don't think he fits it. He has a beard. He looks a little. He doesn't fit the Trump name to me.
Dang, Trump's been married 3 times.
That's a win. He won 3. He got married 3 times.
I've never been a fan of that. How like a lot of like business people or rich, because like there's a lot of like business people that I like look up to in a way, or their stories inspiring, or whatever. But I always hate how they like almost always have multiple wives, because I think that is so.
I feel like a
I'm
lot of
not a fan of
celebrities.
that.
I feel like I can't imagine celebrities being together in a relationship. Like I can understand like a celebrity being famous while they're still married, but like I feel like those relationships a lot of the times like are just like you're not just like waking up together, like spending the day. You know what I mean? It just sounds
Yeah,
weird to me. Like their life is just so much different than what we have
yeah.
as like normal human beings.
Like I understand like couples get divorced or whatever, which is fine. I think like even if you had 2 spouses in your life, it's like whatever. But like there's like these business
The
people,
third is
they're
like
at
this.
3 and 4, and it's like okay, at this point you're just signing wedding papers left and right. It kind of makes me lose respect for the person. I feel like there's
Yeah, I
so
think
many.
you get married the first time, and if it works, that's awesome, right? Like that's you found the love of your life like immediately. And a lot of people stay in marriages and they're unhappy, which is also like you don't want to live life unhappy. The second marriage is like okay, you learn things from that first marriage if it didn't work, and then now you can hopefully be in a better marriage the second time around.
And
At
I feel
that
like you
point,
would take things a little slower the second time
yeah,
around. Like,
like I feel like you'd
really
be
make
like,
sure.
yeah, you got to be like, all right, is this the one I'm gonna marry?
But then if the
100%
second one
sure.
doesn't work out as well and then you keep pursuing it, at that point you're just like, okay, 3rd time's the charm, 4th time's the charm, 5th time's the charm.
I think I wouldn't get married a third time, but I think like the third is like the last, like, okay, if this does not work, then I'm never doing it again. Like you have to stop at 3. You cannot go to 4.
Yeah.
But I feel like a lot of people like when they get into that level of fame, marriage is like more of a agreement, and it's
Yeah.
more of like a business thing where it's like with us it's like you get married because you love somebody, not
Yeah.
because it's just good for business, good for your brand.
Do you believe in prenups?
If you got rich and famous, or you got rich before, then I would say yeah. It's just I think everything that you made before the marriage and they weren't like involved at all, I think you should be able to keep that.
I agree with that
I would say
aspect.
the same thing if I married a rich person. I would say I want you to sign a prenup, because what if something does happen and it doesn't work out?
I
Like
don't
you
think I'd
can't.
want them to, but I'd understand if they wanted to.
Uh, I would, like, if I truly love the person, I would be like, no, like if something does happen, I don't want to take money from you. Like that would feel weird to me anyways. I would
Get
probably just be
that
like, keep
bag.
it. Listen, we're fighting for the male strippers' rights. All right, I'm gonna fight for. We're also gonna fight for. What is it? We're fighting for sugar babies, male sugar baby rights. They deserve those rights. They deserve that money.
Yeah.
But yeah, if I was with somebody and I was broke, and then we like, I made money over the relationship, I wouldn't sign a prenup. Like, you were with
Yeah.
me, you stood with
Yeah.
me, in my broke times, so like you deserve half of that money.
I agree, and I also think like signing a prenup with one of in that situation is almost like setting yourself up for failure, giving you a
Yeah.
plan B. And it's like I feel like marriage is more of a commitment than that. Like it should just be that or I die. Not necessarily, but that's how it should be treated, though. Um, but
I would tell him spend all my money on my funeral. You guys aren't getting shit. If I die, I want a $10 million funeral.
mm,
Every cent I have, no matter what, take it all out, put it into my funeral. I want fucking fireworks. I want Drake there. Not Drake.
mm.
He's corny. I don't want anything corny going on.
Embarrassing. Have you seen that clip of Drake?
The song. Have you seen the song? Have you heard like the whole song?
No.
There's like some TikTok dance, but the song's actually pretty catchy. Let me find it.
Yeah, there was like a video of his credit card getting declined on like a stream or something. And so he was like, embarrassing.
Is this it?
I started listening to
Here it is.
Kanye this past week.
Huh?
I started listening to Kanye this past week.
I saw a clip of him yelling at Chance the Rapper. He was like, "This is why your album flopped." This is like he was like screaming at him. I was like, "Whoa!"
I saw.
I'm gonna pull up. I'm gonna pull up the song.
Niggas done messed up now. We getting money, cars, clothes, and we might just bag your hoes. Real trap season.
Maybe it's a Christmas song.
Oh yeah, that is him saying embarrassing.
It's actually pretty catchy though.
Yeah.
Yes, I did
saw-
finish Ted Lasso. Super sad. I mean, it was like happy, but it was also sad because I was like, "Damn, it's over." You know.
Mm.
I was able to cancel my Apple TV subscription, so I'm saving $10 a month, which is awesome.
Nice.
But yeah, it was pretty good. I mean, the ending, him leaving, I kind of like that. Actually, I really like that. I like how they.
Mm.
I don't think they should do the Roy. They shouldn't bring it back though.
I agree. I'm so tired of people. There's so much opportunity for a spinoff. Like, stop, people. Good stuff does not need sequels and spinoffs. Doesn't. It's very like.
I guess I
Monsters
wouldn't watch
Inc.
it.
Monsters University was a phenomenal prequel.
Yeah.
That rarely happens, though. Okay, relax, people. I don't need a Ted Lasso 2. I don't need a Roy Kent 1. Just get away from me. Don't give me Beard's backstory. I already got told it by Beard.
All right, this is definitely a topic I think that could be discussed. I would be fine if I would not watch it because I don't want it to ruin it for me. But I would be okay if they did put out a sequel, not under the Ted Lasso. Like it would have to be under a different show. Like, it would have to be called something different. I would be fine if they did that because like
Better Call Beard.
I would be, yeah. I mean, the thing is, it doesn't ruin a character for me when they do like a sequel or they do like a prequel. Like, it's because I can just separate it. Like, I can just separate the art from the art or the sequel from the original. Like, there's been numerous times. There's like tons of different like superhero stuff that they do, and it's like, oh well, this was horrible, and people are like, this ruined the character for me. I'm like, are you that dumb? You can't like appreciate the part that you liked. Like some people said, like the Snyder Superman stuff like ruined Superman for them. I was like, bro, you can't go and enjoy Christopher Reeve or Brandon Routh or Tom Welling just because of another superhero movie.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand that. It's like you're that. Just separate it. Just be like, oh well, I don't like that part, but I like the rest of it.
Yeah, I guess my issue with it is like in my
Marvel's
mind.
Marvel's been the one to really ruin it.
Yeah, but now like as a society now, it's great show happens, great movie happens. When's the sequel? Like no. 10 years ago, no one was thinking that. They said, "Wow, Alvin and the Chipmunks was amazing. Great standalone film." Now we have freaking 4 of them. But like I don't know. It's just like Ted Lasso was so good to me. I don't need another one. The story was started, it was finished.
Yeah.
I got closure from it. I don't need the story opened up again or anything like that. I don't need a prequel. Nothing before the show matters. I don't need a sequel. Nothing after the show matters. Ted, one man's impact on little whatever town they were
AFC
in
Richmond.
England. Yeah.
AFC Richmond,
But
that's it. I don't
literally,
know where I don't care about British people.
Literally.
Don't
The
listen
whole
if you're
country
British.
is 3
Seriously.
hours long. But
I know. Let's talk about the Europeans being so stupid.
Yeah, my mom was thinking that when watching it. She's like, they always get in a bus to go to these games. Like, that's so weird. And I'm like, Mom, like the whole country, it's probably an hour bus ride max to all these games.
Yeah. Which is like, that's kind of cool. Like, it's really cool that you can go to so many different places within a short amount of time. But like, I'll hear British people be like, "Oh, we're gonna go to Florida. We're gonna go to Disney World there, and then we'll just drive up to New York, and then we'll just, we'll take another drive out to California." And we're
You're
like,
not ready.
like, bro, what are you talking about? That gets into my thing with like public transportation in this country. People call for. I mean, I do agree there should be an improvement of public transportation in this country, but I don't think people realize just how big our country is. Like, they point out European countries having really good public transportation, and I'm like, well, that's because
Well, yeah,
you
if I
can
need to
send a
travel
bus.
15 feet, that's pretty easy.
Yeah, you can send a bus from fucking England like across Europe. I'm like, that's not what this is. Like, I think there's like trains now being added like from South Florida to Orlando, which is good. The ticket price is outrageous. It's like $75 for a train from here to Orlando. I'm like, I'll just drive. Like, I would rather just do that because it's cheaper just for gas. It's cheaper just to go from Sarasota to Orlando and back. I just fill up my tank once because I have a fuel economic car. But we can't just put buses everywhere. We can't just put subways in every single city. That's just not. It's not sustainable to me. The cities that have like New York and Chicago and Boston, those cities have good public transportation, and that area of the country has good public transportation, like the Northeast, because it's so compact. Florida, it takes you 4 hours just to get out of the state from where we're at, and it's another like 4 hours to Miami. And like, I heard it's like a 3-hour drive from the Florida Keys just to Miami, which is like crazy. It's like, how is that possible?
It's over 4 hours just to get to West Palm Beach from here.
Yeah,
It's like 4 hours, 10 minutes or something. And that's just like across the state and a little bit down.
Yeah, like our city could have better public transportation because I don't want to profile, but I've seen the people that get on the bus in Sarasota, and I don't think I would feel comfortable on a bus in our city.
I feel like Sarasota would have. I feel like Sarasota's buses are going to be a lot nicer than a lot of other towns. If you're talking about, feeling safe and stuff. But
I've been on the bus up in Boston, and it's like perfectly fine there. Like it was clean in there. Like it was not dirty at all. Like it was very. But I've also been on the subway in Washington D.C. and it was old, but it wasn't dirty. But there were some spots where I was like, okay, I'm with a woman right now. I don't know if she should feel comfortable or not in this situation. But again, like I think it's just outrageous to think like some rural Texas town, just the state of Texas, is going to have good public transportation throughout the state. I think it's very difficult to do that until we get automatic cars or autonomous cars.
Yeah, we're just gonna have the Uber taxi system with self-driving vehicles.
That could be that's a realistic idea, I think. That really
That
could be.
is that like is so cool of an idea, but I feel like it's so far in the future.
I think I've heard like the idea where we just have everyone stop driving and all of them
Yeah.
are able to communicate, because that's the safest way to do it if they're all
Mhm.
able to communicate with each other and nobody's driving, because the accidents are 90. I actually don't know the percentage, but it's a good percentage of them are just human error and
Yeah.
people being people are dangerous on the road every day. If you just tell everyone, all right, you can't drive, but fuck it, maybe even a government funded system where it's just like,
Mhm.
okay, you can just go wherever you want, which I don't know how
And
realistic
like
that is.
traffic lights would be abolished. It would just become yields, and so like the cars
Yeah.
are just barely missing each other as they go through. It would be
Yeah.
cray.
But like, can you imagine just how quicker everything would be? You can go faster on the
Mhm.
road. Like, obviously, there's physics involved where like you can't make a right turn at
Going
95 miles an
100.
hour. But it would be, I think it would be a better idea. It would probably be better than what our tax dollars are going to now.
Yeah.
A lot better than what we're putting our
Everything's
money in.
better than where our money's going now.
Yeah. I mean, we're funding, we're buying oil from the Russians, so we're funding them, and then we're also funding Ukraine on the other side. We're fighting ourselves.
We buy oil from Russians and then give it to Ukraine for free.
Imagine like there's like U.S. soldiers just shooting at each other. They're like, "Why are you shooting at me? You're an American." And they're like, "Well, I'm on Russia's side." And they're like, "Okay." And then everything just turns into America fighting wars against each other. That'd be hilarious. And that's how you just stop war. Then we're just like, okay, we're done. We're just gonna do laser tag now.
If Ukraine wants to beat Russia, they need to claim that oil was discovered on the Russian front, and then America will be there to clean up. Ukraine is
Wait. Why can't we just fight wars like the Olympics? Like, why doesn't the Olympics just decide everything? Can't we just do that? It's the most gold.
U.S.
Like, if you
keeps
have like,
winning.
that's true. Well, if you have a land dispute, why isn't that just the Olympics? So like, okay, all right, we got Russia and Ukraine today. They have a land dispute. They're gonna play fucking badminton against each other to decide.
Well, then there's going to be so much cheating allegation. At least with war, it's just like whoever's
Well, with
left
Russia,
wins.
yeah, because they do. But
Yeah, they'd have steroids, magnets in the badminton thing, all sorts of stuff.
they'd have the butt plug trackers to tell you what to do.
They'd have reverse magnets on the ground of their side, so the badminton can't even hit the ground over there. It just kind of levitates. So then they
I
have
mean, I
enough time to
understand.
get back.
I understand armies, they want to kill people. Why don't they just do human chess and then you actually just kill the person? Or just do chess. I feel like chess is the best way to decide any sort of disagreement.
But then America wouldn't win. The best, some of the.
Well,
Where's
again, if
Magnus
America
Carlsen
actually
from?
just our population density, I mean, really, India or China would win because they have the most population.
Mm,
But like America, we'll just start putting all of our resources into chess.
chess education.
Like if America actually cared about soccer, we would win everything because we just have more people in our country. We would win the World Cup every year.
For real. Yeah,
Except for maybe, I mean, India like probably doesn't put that much into their soccer team. Or China, because when does China win anything?
I feel like the country has to be bougie enough for people to dedicate their lives to a sport. But like places like India and China, a regular family really can't afford to let one of their kids just play soccer all day.
Yeah. All right. Well, enough solving all the world's problems. Let's go to our trivia.
We
just created world peace.
Yeah. So we have full autonomous cars, no more traffic,
no more war. We're just what if it was just like a slap fight?
Yeah, like a David and Goliath situation instead of
Well,
just.
that's how they used to do it. That's how they would decide things back then. I mean, they would just like they would have two guys go in a ring against each other and just fight.
I feel like the big problem is just the losing side would never agree with the outcome.
Well, I think that's like, I mean, you have to get egos out of the way, but like, I feel like that's just you should just do that. Like you should just not be a bitch and just be like, okay, I lost. Like, have you ever seen those kids? Those kids that like go around like they lose, or they're playing tag and they say, "Oh, pause, pause, pause."
Yeah.
I don't like this game. That's what that country would be called. They would just point at them and laugh. They'd be like, "You just can't accept that you
Yeah,
lost."
but
Fair
if
and
that
square.
country's Russia, no one's gonna do anything anyway. Look at them; they literally started a war with Ukraine, and the whole world just is like, "Okay, good luck, Ukraine."
Except for us, we're the ones that got to be.
Yeah. Every time I pay $1.32 at Dollar Tree, the extra 7 cents is going to Ukraine battle war front.
I just like to imagine it's Mario coins that drop in, and like there's just like a bunch of Ukrainian soldiers running around like collecting the
There's just
giant Mario coins.
Yeah, they're just sitting there looking at their bank account and they just see like added 7 cents. Thank you, America.
Thank you. And it has like a little note from you, Leighton from the Dollar Tree, buying
Good
like
luck out
XYZ
there.
from the Dollar Tree.
Yeah, you can write a note on who it goes
You got like
to.
John Smith buying like condoms from Walmart and a butt plug.
Robert buying Viagra pills.
All right, enough of this. We're going to trivia. It's trivia time. All right, Daily Dozen trivia.
Oh boy. Let's
It's
see if I
trivia
can
time.
actually get one right.
I feel like I just stall for 50 minutes so we can just go to trivia because I just love doing trivia. Darren Sharper, Roman Harper, Tracy Porter, and Jabari Green were the starting secondary for what post-2000 Super Bowl winning team out of the NFC? Easy. They beat the Colts, New Orleans Saints.
Buccaneers.
Tracy Porter was the one who picked off Peyton Manning. What Arkansas running back finished second in Heisman voting in back-to-back seasons, losing to Troy Smith and Tim Tebow?
I would have
I don't know
no
that
idea, dude.
I have no clue. Debuting
Frank
with the national
Gore.
team in 2007, Luis Suarez owns the most career international play goals for what South American country?
Oh, Uruguay.
Yeah.
Ooh.
He's the guy who
Fights
bit.
people. Yeah.
Who is actually, hold on. Might be, I don't think it's Darren McFadden, but it might be.
I feel like it's just going to be a half decent running back.
Let's go. Darren McFadden. No fucking way I guessed that. All right, we're 3 for 3.
Big money. The show ends when we beat this.
Cu is the symbol on the periodic table for this element with the atomic number of 29. Is it copper?
I don't. It might be, but I'm nervous about it. I think I gotta think some more.
Let's come back.
It might be copper though.
Fuck. I know the girl. That's Courtney Cox. But I don't know the guy.
I don't even know celebrities, bro.
I know Courtney Cox because she did a lot of work to her face. Like a ton of work. And it just does not look good.
I feel like that's like a Ryan Reynolds like suit.
No, it's not him. The face is too long to be Ryan Reynolds. And the hair, his hair is a little different color. Beverages. In January 2023, PepsiCo discontinued Sierra Mist, replacing it. Oh, Starry.
Yeah.
I've never tried it. I won't touch it.
It's literally
I will not touch it.
Sprite, dude.
What legendary female singer released a 1998 song? I can feel something inside me say, I really don't think. That's actually a really famous song. Fuck. Like I should know what this is.
Fight song.
No. That was too late.
Well, I think the science one we know is copper, so we could take that one out if you wanted to. I think it is
Copper.
copper. That was a good pick. Let's go.
Easy dub. Easy dub. Let's go to television. New Zealand duo Brett McKenzie played fictionalized versions of themselves in this Emmy-nominated HBO musical sitcom.
Musical sitcom. I have no idea.
Yeah, I have no clue what that could be. Oh, man. One of the highest-grossing films of 2014, this live-action retelling of Sleeping Beauty portrays a story from the antagonist's perspective. Oh,
Oh,
Maleficent.
Maleficent. Yeah.
Boom. Dude, we are goated today, bro.
These ones
Goated.
are tough though. Like the television one, I don't even know a half decent guess.
New Zealand duo.
I'm trying to think of a musical sitcom.
Glee, but that wasn't on HBO.
Oh,
That's the only musical sitcom I can think
yeah.
of. I'm not a musical guy. I actually despise musicals.
Okay. Yeah, I have no idea what that would be.
I don't know. This one, I've heard this song before. I can feel something inside.
Yeah, I
me
feel like you're
say,
on your own for these
I really
last
don't
three.
think
I
you're
don't even have a
strong
good guess.
enough. No. Oh, you. Oh, the singer though. It's The song is the "Do you believe in love after love? Do you believe in love after love?"
Would that
Not a
be
good
just
singer.
like a big name, like Whitney Houston or something like that? BG.
I don't know. We're gonna give up. Can't think of it. All right, celebrity mashup. Mark Wahlberg. He looks a little thin there.
I barely see it.
I guess I can see it now. His hair. I can tell. Cher. Dude, that was like a pop. I mean, that was a popular singer we could have guessed. That's the only one I wouldn't have gotten.
Flight of the Concords.
Yeah.
What the? That's pretty good though. 6 out of 9. Like, come on now.
That's really good. That's a good day. That's a very good day. All right, let me switch it over. All right, now Immaculate Grid football. These are tough, dude. This is really tough. First team AP All Pro. I mean, Derrick Henry is the easiest one.
Josh Allen.
Yeah, 53% took Derrick Henry.
Stephon
I could have
Diggs
done
and
Eddie
Josh
George. Bills. Let's do
What's
Marshawn
AP
Lynch.
All Pro?
Like the best. You were the best at your position
Gotcha.
that year. Marshawn Lynch wasn't an All Pro. Fuck.
For the Bills?
Yeah, he played for the Bills before the Seahawks.
Didn't know that.
I mean, I could just do Stephon Diggs. I mean, Jerry Rice is probably the easiest one. Only 22% took him. The player mix up, I just have no clue about any of it. Fuck. Oh, no. This is embarrassing. I just can't do this. And
I don't
baseball,
know
definitely.
players that well anyway.
Let me think. Let's think of Evan Long. Where's Evan Longoria at in this?
Babe Ruth, 3,000 plus hits career.
Babe Ruth. Hold on. 40 homer season.
Dang. So he's trash.
That's honestly before they even started recording hits, because there's like a certain time where they don't really know how much he had.
Mhm.
I know he had a 40+ home run season though, but he didn't have any of these. Fuck. I mean, I feel like Alex Rodriguez probably did. Yeah.
Aaron Judge.
Mookie Betts probably did. There you go. 3,000 plus hits. No. Oh well. Actually, I don't think it counts for this season. I don't know. My brain isn't working like that today. Let's just do Sporcle. Then we'll get the hell out of here.
Leonard Fortnite. He's well traveled.
Let's do. What do we want to do here? We'll do one Sporcle, and then we will stop. We'll get the hell out of here.
We talked a lot
What?
about aliens. Maybe we could find one that's related to what we talked about today.
Yeah, we
About
talked. Let's do
marriage, the Trumps, Trump
search
trivia.
aliens. Can you name the movies that featured these aliens?
Ugh,
Uh,
I don't know a lot of these.
I could do like 50% of them. I could do. Well, that's Star Wars. Let's try it. Let's
Oh,
try it out.
yeah,
We'll
Men
see.
in Black is the top left, right? Oh, never mind.
Men in Black 2. E.T.
E.T.,
Avatar.
Avatar, Lilo and Stitch.
This one is Superman 2. Don't know that one.
Oh, Coneheads!
Oh yeah, Coneheads.
I thought I was like the only person that ever saw that movie.
Oh, I've seen it like many times. My dad loves it. Oh, Mars Attacks. I'm surprised they haven't done Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Guardians of.
I think the bottom left is just Alien. Right?
This one is. Have you ever seen that spoof on Star Wars?
Oh,
Spaceballs.
Spaceballs.
This one looks like a Star Wars one.
You could try Star Trek, see if it
Yeah.
triggers anything. Let's
Oh,
go.
that one. That one looks like Harrison Ford. This one with the guy, but I don't know.
Looks like Tom Brady or Kevin Bacon. Tom Brady versus aliens.
He would lose. He would leave his wife to go play, though. Dude, this is. Yeah, I don't got this one.
It's like a popular sci-fi movie. Because yeah, that blue one on the left does look like I've seen it before.
I get it. I feel like it's in one of the Star Wars movies.
Try just Star Wars again. See if it.
I already tried it. Didn't work.
Oh.
Why the fuck do they have to make so many Star Wars bullshit?
Do Phantom Menace. I feel like it might not be Star Wars. It looks kind of stupid for being a Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
What other space? Oh, yeah.
No, nothing there.
Alien movie with Tom Brady.
I don't think we'll get it. Like, these are
Yeah.
difficult.
These are.
Fifth Element. I should have gotten that one. The Day the Earth Stood Still. I've never seen the original one. The rest of them, never seen Battlefield Earth.
Yeah,
that guy.
I don't know.
District
any of them.
9. That one's okay. We got 60, or we got a 60. Average score was 63. Let's just do movie. Let's see here. We could do a Danny DeVito one.
Okay.
Let's do a Danny DeVito one.
I feel like I don't know many movies he's in.
Oh, well, this one. He's in Batman.
Bottom
Twins.
right, I guess. Oh wait, no.
Shit. Character Vincent Benedict. I'm gonna assume this is Batman Returns. Twins. Yes. Comes down to it. Who's holding the umbrella? This one. Billy Crystal and Ann Ramsey. Mama got run over by. Throw Mama from the train. Well, what is it? What do you think it is, Layton?
I think it's bottom left. I could be wrong though.
It just went from character to movie. The Lorax. Tree falls away, it leans. Be careful what
The
you
Lorax.
Tree. And I'm gonna be a writer someday. It's this one. Owen Lift. I think it's this one. But instead of just one perfect kid, Mama had the two of us.
Twins.
This one. Penguin, Oswald, Ed Helms, and Zac Efron. This one. We got better than the average. Alrighty. It's time to end the show.
We gotta do our numbers.
All right, so we did not do numbers for the last 4 weeks, so we have to make up some numbers here. We're gonna be spinning this wheel a lot just because we've had some guests on, and I don't really do the numbers with the guests anymore. So, do you want? I'm gonna stick with my same number throughout. Let me number these. What do you want for the first one?
So how many times are we spinning it?
4.
4 times. So for the first 3, I'm gonna do 38, and then the last one I'm gonna do 11 for episode 111.
You're not gonna choose number 111?
Unfortunately not. I think my odds are a bit smaller.
It's less than 1%.
Big money. Thanks.
First number 96.
I would have been close with 111.
96 for the first one. Let's do her
I feel
again.
like we've never seen it that high.
Again. 99.
What?
It's going to come back down. It'll come back down.
I've never seen it hit 100 or 1.
Oh, dude. So close. 42.
Dang.
So close. All right. Last one. The actual spin for this episode.
11.
Oh, 34.
Dang,
Layton,
dude.
you're just hovering around it. But that one was 11. So, but still, you're just hovering around that number. All right. Thank you all for watching. Wednesday is our first game back with the Tecmo Bowl streams. Yes. Big news. So make sure to catch that. But,
Big L for the Colts.
No, I think we're 9-1.
They
I
can't
wanna
lose.
say.
They can't win in real life, so he's gotta hop on a video game.
That is true. That's true. If you're missing football, because like at this point we have football Thursday through Monday, with
Mhm.
including college. But if you need an extra day of football, Tecmo Bowl is for you. Watch the final episode of Summer Smash. Watch all of them if you
I
haven't.
actually haven't watched that final episode. Still, I gotta watch it.
It only took me like 2 hours to finish, which is better than the normal 4 hours that the
Nice.
others took. But I am glad. I'm glad it's over, but I'm also
Mhm.
sad that it's over because it's cool to tell that story, I think. But I'm glad as the editor that
Next
I
year
don't
will
have
be my story. You're gonna get so tired of editing me winning.
No, I won't. But thank you all for watching. Make sure to watch all that stuff. Go to chaoticallyintolerant.com. That is our home website, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.